Hala, hala, hala.
Oh my goodness. Sanibonani Dumelang. Hello guys, how are you doing? Hope you're well. My name is Mpho Manganye and I am the next big thing. Clock it. I'm not alone right here on Youth Culture. I'm joined by a lovely person who is yet to introduce yourself. Hi my dear.
Hi, my love.
How are you?
I'm good, thanks. And yourself?
Hey.
Hey.
Like I'm vexed for life. Kuri life
But
other than that, Nje, overall, how are you?
I'm good. Very tired, Shem. Things we do. Hey.
What things now?
You're an Mpho we peel.
You know what's so weird, ne? I feel like we have life updates every day, ne?
Skaka after skaka.
So now I'm like, how are you? And I sort of know how Tlori, this, and then I know it's associated with that. I feel like I'm asking like obvious questions, but nonetheless, today I wanted to talk about something that has been very tricky for me, like to navigate through, like friendships, especially like you're in your early 20s, I'm in my late 20s, and I'm like the full dear friendship.
Yeah.
You see, but I'm Jolene, and me, I'm like, guys, it's impossible to make friends. Like, like I can't. Do you have friends?
Few friends. Like I keep my circle small.
Like real friends, like from high school and.
Yeah, I've got 2 from high school, 1 from church, and then floaty, you know. And then I've got like another province best friend, you know.
Maybe Kikena go floaty is not make sure.
Not make sure, ne?
Right? What has been like your best experience, like when it comes to friendship, where you're like, I love this concept?
Support.
You experience support?
During tough times, Shem. But for my one friend, you know.
That's lovely.
And you?
My best. You know what's tricky now? I'm thinking, to me, there's somewhat nothing that registers as best. But then you'd find that someone has showed up for me, and for them, that has been like best, that they would show up like that. So now I'm like, I don't want to offend people who nothing has been my best experience, because I'm like, maybe there's that one person who showed up for me, and for me to say there's none, it would feel like, oh my goodness, you're so unappreciative. But I'm like, oh my goodness, I really can't. Oh no, shame. When my dad passed, right, I still had like a group of people, like friends.
Support structure.
So that support structure, yeah, it like I had people people showed up for me. People I considered friends at that time. We may not be like in contact now, but at that time I considered them as friends, and they did show up. So that was like one of those moments where I'm like, I think maybe that's why right now there's a part of me that's aching for that kind of connection, because I know what it does, for having experienced it from my dad. Because I'm like people hold, like someone that will hold space for you as much as I saw them do that for me. And now seeing that there's no one doing that now, I'm like, there's a lack in my life, and it's evident and visible because I know what it was like with friends. So now the contrast is like very major. But
So speaking about like lack, I want to know, like, have you ever had moments of red flags in friendships?
in friendships, I think I have. And also maybe red flag, I was the red flag, and to some extent, you know, very like to give you context, like there's a recent friendship that I got into. And then because, have you seen how we speak? Like I spoke like that and it didn't go well. Like, and I can't blame the person. I also have to take
received well on the other end.
Yes, and for me, I really had I didn't have ill intentions. So that for me was like red flag-ish from my side, that maybe to some extent I was inconsiderate, but also we had not been friends for too long for me to know like her, like to measure her sensitivity, to know that I can't joke like that. I can't. So with me, like anything flies as a joke. Like literally, I joke about anything and everything, anytime and every time. That's my thing, Hori. Maybe we had not gotten to a point where we've learned each other and we understand, because even though that's who I am, there's certain things that you have to be considerate of the next person, which just because this is who I am, I do not have to disregard how certain things are going to make you feel. So had I known her better, I would have known her, even if it's a joke, I joke about it in a way that accommodates her emotions, and I don't know. Yes, so it wasn't received well. But then on her side also, it was her reaction, it was so red flag-ish. And I don't understand why she reacted that way. Maybe that's her. But homegirl literally blocked me from WhatsApp.
But you're toxic.
That's what I knew. No man, give it because being blocked by a partner, get it. But a friend.
No.
So she blocked me and we didn't speak for like almost a year. And then after that, she texted me, and now for me, now I don't like the on and off things. Like when we're on, we're on. Once we're off, I don't see us being on again. Even like in relationships, I don't do the breakup, trying again. No, like if, So even when she reached out, I still maintained my posture of saying, I apologize for how I may have hurt you. Yes, I did not have any intentions, but it's what happened. You got hurt. So I apologize for that, but maybe we should not. So for the longest time, that was like, for me, it was like so red flag. Like, why couldn't you communicate? Yes, we communicated, but I don't think we really communicated to understand each other and to work on the friendship. We were just communicating to get our points across, and then after that, there was no like way forward from that. So it was fun, and like while it lasted, it was nice.
So within that moment of the whole year thing, would you say that you had like the time for introspection where you saw on your end, hore, actually?
Yeah, it was the joking parts, because initially when we were speaking about it, I was just maintaining, but I was joking. And I was really maintaining that until like when she blocked me, I was like, no man, like why did it hurt her so much? And then I realized, hore, to me, really, even now, like I could still joke like that. But now that I know better, I know that like I would joke, maybe not even joke about it, but like joke better, if there's such a thing as joke better.
No, I get you.
I had a question that I wanted to ask you from a question that you asked me, and now I've lost it in my mind.
Is it about the whole red flags?
No. Oh, yes. So you know how like there's always this emphasis that learn how to categorize like the people in your life. I don't call everyone like my friends. Like sometimes you're just a person that I know. Sometimes you're an acquaintance. Sometimes you're a colleague. Have you ever like had a struggle with that? Like calling someone your best friend?
I think so. Like there was a time where in high school we were best friends, and then she changed schools. So then I felt like my bestie's gone. So so then it became a thing where my other friend, where we lived close together. So it was that thing of we doing more things, and she's not replacing, but in that, position, yeah, best friend. So I don't know, hey, when it comes to the category and what that.
People call each other besties. Okay, now I know that it's such a casual thing, but like you find people calling each other like, yo, that's my best friend.
I think it's like a high school thing, hey, like high school primary thing. Like once you step into the real world, yabu uni, it's just like, no, my friend, like we're very close, type of thing.
Also, there's this, I think it's a podcast I watched. I'm trying to remember what I think it's Lenzi and ZX, and they were talking about how they've been navigating friendships. I'm not gonna like say verbatimly what they were saying. It's just around that. Hori, sometimes circumstances or like make us friends, like or situational friendships, or just because we're in the same school, we see each other every day. If we gel, then it's very likely that we're gonna become friends. Even if like we're working in the same office, we're gonna become friends. But now it gets harder when you step out and you're in the real world and you find people already in their circles. And you're like, the only circles I had are circles from high school. Those dissolved when I went to varsity, and I had a circle in varsity, and now I'm in this phase of my life and there's no circle and there's no place to form a circle because life is so busy. Like people, okay, now personally at my age, people are getting married, love it for them. People are changing provinces. People are doing big girl things. And I'm just like, this minor girl thing activity of having friendships, maintaining friendships, I don't like. So for me, it's kind of like, I see you guys like are struggling with calling people your best friends. I'm struggling with calling someone my friend because I'm like, do I really? Like, I literally don't. And I think I say this to you all the time, Hori. Hey, like I don't have anyone I could just call as a friend and just be like, this is an offload. I see a partner, fine, not there. But like a friend parts, it's very tricky because like as you grow older, I think it becomes harder to be friends. But then on another side, I think it's nicer and it's healthier making friends. I'm not sure because I haven't experienced it. I'm thinking because now I get a frontal lobe develops at 25, right?
Yeah.
So making friends, I think, okay, I'd like to think that making and having friends after that point of my life, I know right now that if I were to have like a friend who has been like intentional with developing themselves as I have been, I feel like it would be the best time. And also maybe that's why I'm also like, oh, I can't wait because I'm anticipating something great because now I can articulate myself better. Now, I understand myself better, and I feel like now that I understand myself better, I know how to present myself
And you know
to
what you
people.
want.
Yes, and as I present myself, like people treat me like in a way that accommodates the person that I've presented to them. So I'm like, oh my goodness, can I just have a friend? And I feel like Modimo na le ntho e ya hore when you're wanting something, he won't give you until you just surrender to him. So I feel like I'm in that phase of my life where I'm like, friendship, and it's not coming because I just have to surrender.
But I also think while you're saying Tabaya Mudim, it's that thing of there's seasons for certain things, like in terms of friendship.
I wanted to ask you, Uguti, have you ever like experienced friendship breakups?
I don't know. I think now my toxic trait is, I think you've seen, ke block, ke delete. So if my friendship is shaky, hey one, like angala, like patience. Like I think also one of my red flags in friendships is I give too much. So I'm always there, but when it's my turn, one's there for me. Do that make sense?
You know what I always ask myself? Who helps the helper?
Eish. Yeah. So I think there's moments where like I just crash out and I'm just like, actually, now is the time to delete. I realize, man, anymore. So then I start deleting. Like if you see my phone now, less than 100 contacts. I feel like 70. I know it's time
There's
to
a
get rid of
problem.
numbers. Now there's a problem. There's fake friendships. See? There's valuable using, and then those random checkups to see if I can still be that status viewer. What's going on? But what are monitoring spirit? So that's my red flag. But back to your question. What was your question?
Friendship breakups, girl.
I don't think I even have the time to process if I'm going through a friendship breakup because I delete. So, have you had that moment?
Girl.
And specialize and it's your department, darling.
No, not even. Yes, and I don't understand. It happened when I was still I was so young. I was still in primary, and me and this girl were friends, like very, 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 very close. I told her everything for like a year. We were close friends. And then the next year, I always say, Hori, I didn't get this adolescent attack, And so when the next year came, people grow, like we're teenagers, people are now like applying lip gloss. It's cool.
It's the time.
Na kinataba, like,
Tomboy, like
Exactly. So then going into the next grade, the friendship, we didn't even fight, didn't even argue. It just died out. I feel like at that time, after my mom's passing, that was like the worst separation I've had to deal with. Also because I think it hit the way it did because I didn't know how to address my emotions. So I wasn't understanding, Hori, I'm a person that I don't take loss very well. Like in every aspect of my life, like in everything, I don't take loss very well, but I didn't understand it then. So when it happened, it was just like this flood and I was drowning. And now there's a lot of things that are happening. Hori, I was venting to you about this, and now I'm crying because of that. But also because you're the only person that I shared this with.
that
And
I
now,
trusted,
you
my
know,
sister.
so I feel like from that point on, I don't think I've had like a friendship that I can safely say that I was genuinely opening up myself for friendship. Like I've had from that point on, I've always had this now wall built like around friendships. That's just around the topic of friendships. So, and then growing up, even now, I'm like, now I really don't have a problem. Like something happens, you want to leave, bye.
It's
Picture
picture
me.
me.
So, and I feel like it's something that I want to change. I don't want to live like someone that doesn't care. Yes, it's okay to detach like easily from people, but while doing that, I don't want to become someone that does not care.
Obang lonely also.
Yeah, hey, because no ki lonely, yo.
Serious?
Goed. Like
Rata di novels so.
I'm not, yes, that's the thing. I'm not lonely in a way feeling miserable. I'm just lonely in a way whereby it gets boring.
Now you
You know,
need
yes, I enjoy my company, but I get enough of myself sometimes.
sometimes you need those moments.
Yes,
Chomi.
talk to someone, love to someone. Like I can't always live in my mind, and I can't always leave looking at a book
All the time.
all the time, and that has been like the course of my life. So it gets boring. It maybe not. Yes, lonely because I'd like to have someone, but like not miserable. Hori, I'd be okay with having any other person as a friend just because So, and then now, like, what has been a lesson that you think you will apply to every aspect of your life that you've learned through friendships?
I think boundaries. Especially like boundaries. Tsa hore, there's the friendship part and then there's the me part, instead of like putting people first, put myself first. So it's like, chomi, let's go, guy. If I don't want to go, then I should be able to say no. Also, the other boundary is saying no to people. Isimbu, yes, okay, I'll get, being firm on what I want to say. So, and you?
I feel like for me, it's to I'm not so much of a confrontational person, right? And as I said, hore, I detach very easily. There's this. It's still like one of the most nkareng, saddest moments of my life. So what happened was there was like a time where I was unemployed, right? And I had like a group of friends. We were like always chilling, having drinks and what. And they didn't mind. But to me personally, it got to a point where it got exhausting for me to always show up as the friend that didn't have anything to offer. Yes, my friends didn't mind,
At the
but to me personally, it was like, oh, all the time when there's a meetup, I can't contribute.
You just felt like a burden.
Yeah, yes. Like, and then the one friend had a birthday celebration, right? And then on the day, I had someone like who said they're gonna come do makeup. I was still taking makeup gigs. I had someone said that they would come to do their makeup. So in my mind, I'm like, okay, at least I'm gonna have some cash nyana. Like I was down bad. Like I didn't have anything. Like when I said I didn't have anything, I meant that. And then morning comes, home girl, the one that booked, calls me and she's like, the event, she can't go, so she won't be coming for makeup. Do you understand? That means my plan for the day flopped. And then automatically in my mind, I'm like, okay, that means I'm not gonna go to the birthday celebration because number one, I don't even have money to go there and come back home. Number two, I don't even have money for a gift. Number three, I don't even have money to contribute for drinks because at that time, I was still drinking alcohol. So I didn't have money for all these three things needed money and I didn't have that money. So in my mind, it was natural for me to just be like, hey, you know what? It's fine. And then only to find out that I still get that, like very valid. That shook the friendship that I had with homegirl. May her soul rest in peace. Saddening that she had to pass away. But then when I didn't go to the party, then she took offense because obviously it's her birthday. She expected me to be there as one of her friends. But for me in my mind, I was like, oh, I don't want to show up. Ngaphetanga nix. And she's like, I wouldn't mind. I'm like, I know you wouldn't mind, but it would put me in such an awkward position where I just show people are getting in lady paper bags, like gift,
You
lady
just
six
strap it
packs sabona.
yourself.
Me, I'm just a bag that has a lip gloss. Like, So that moment we didn't speak for quite a long time, like for such a long time. And then we bumped into each other like at Groove. And we spoke about it, we ironed things out, we spoke about it, but things never went back to normal. Right? Until I was in Cape Town and I didn't want to come back
At all.
Like in my mind, right now, I would be staying with my partner in Cape Town with my job, doing my things. Ekaya, see you in 5 years or so. like I had no plans to come back. And then December, there was just this pressing need for me to come back, like come back, come back, come back. Even though I didn't want to, like I was ready to spend Christmas by myself because my sister whom I was staying with in Cape Town had gone to Eastern Cape, obviously for the holidays. And I was like, no, it's fine. I can stay behind. I have money for food, so I'll be
You're a big
okay.
girl.
You know, and I don't go out. I'm safe, I'm fine, you know. But then I just had to come back home, only for my friend pass on the 30th of December. So for me, that was like a thing of, you know, thank you, like thank God that I could make it to her funeral, because that would have been the guilt that I would carry her. Yo, even in the last days, yes, we were not like that close, but you know, just to say goodbye to her, you know. So for me, that has taught me. I know I took a long route to this part, but it took me like it taught me that I should screw this mentality of not being confrontational, because some things need to be addressed, some things need to be communicated. I don't have a problem with communication. I choose not to. So it's not a thing of I can't. So I choose just not to speak about things. I choose not to confront things. I'll see that it's wrong. It's not that I'll be blind, but I'll choose not to address it. So for me, it's a thing of a lesson that I've learned is, you know, putting myself in that, even if it's uncomfortable, just address things, like speak about things, bring things up, because, you know, you'll be doing something to someone, Hansi, to them it sits badly, or they'll be doing something to you, but because you don't communicate it, they'll constantly keep on doing it, and unknowingly, Hori, it's hurting you. So that's one thing that I'm trying to get out of this shell of, I don't have to bring this up. I know that it's wrong, but I don't want us to speak about it. So I'm trying to. And now it's so tricky because who am I trying it with? Because there's no people in my
no
life.
friends.
There's no friend to confront. So who am I trying it with? No one.
Just you.
Just
Solo.
me, myself, and I. The trial runs.
Nah, but this was a very powerful conversation. Surely someone out there can relate to some of the conversations we were like talking.
Actually, in closing, like, what do you think helps maintain a healthy friendship?
Communication. Definitely that. I want to know the relationship, the friendship, the please because of communication, something that could have been fixed in
Which
here.
relationships?
Friendships. My God. Friendships.
Are you saying something to me now?
You never know. But yeah, I think communication going forward, you know, would be the best advice.
Outside of communication and boundaries, I think you mentioned. I don't think, yeah, man, I feel like that's that, guys. Like, also, I feel like it's very important as guys net to make friends with people that like you and people that love you.
For who you are.
For who you
Not
are.
what you have.
Hey, Karuna, Lisa, our experience. Why emphasize that?
You never know.
Okay. So I just feel like find people that like you. Like,
Genuinely.
even in relationships, just around you, find a circle of people that like you, people that are like, also like another thing that I think could help maintain a friendship could be like consideration.
True.
You know, stepping outside of your shoes and just think of the next person. You know, it's very easy to say, do unto others what you want to be done unto you and stuff like that. But then
Practice what you preach.
yeah, man. Like I think it's so clear. Like we say that it's so like so loosely, hori, yeah, do to others, what. But I feel like we don't consider people. It's very and like it's very unlikely that you'd have someone consider someone else's feelings. And this thing, yeah, hori, like people don't want to take each other accountable.
Accountability.
I feel like guys are dwelling if like we don't want to, because what do you mean, Hori, you'll be okay with maybe it's wrong. Hori, I can't expect, I know you have your own life, but to leave me hanging.
Just
Like maybe
that.
I'm calling you and you're busy. And then obviously you answer and you're like, I can't answer now, I'm still busy. Then you hang up. In my mind, I'm waiting for you to call me back.
And then you just don't.
And then I have to understand, Hori, no, life gets busy. No, life gets in the way. Yes, I don't deny that. But like for me, maybe this is my personal wish, Hori. If I have a friend, I would like to have a friend with someone who likes me enough to consider me, to know like, oh, Hori, if something like hurts me, even if it doesn't mean anything to you, you put yourself in my shoes, Hori. If I do this, it'll hurt her, and not do it because it'll hurt me. We don't have to do things because you don't mind doing it. we're just in a friendship or in a relationship, I should be able to do even the things that I don't like. If it's things that you like or you love as a friend, I should be able to say, you know what, I'm going to take this L and do it because I just want to see you happy. And if it's your favorite thing, like I'm going to do it. Like if in a friendship, like my favorite thing is to offload and when you don't, yes, it may not happen every day, but here and there, like, uskang deny, yeah.
Ne.
You know, so I think consideration and also hold each other accountable because when we don't do that, then we end up not even respecting each other. So yeah, guys, like love each other and take care of yourselves. Take care of your friends. Like love your friends, show up for your friends, but don't be a P because the street.
Kovala, peace,
Ikobala,
chubby.
peace, chubby. So yeah, I think that's it, man. This has been a lovely conversation. I can't wait for us to sit and talk about something else. Maybe like I feel like we didn't touch on like the contrast between, you know, in friendships between like your age and my age. Hore. But then yeah, we still have time. We'll do it some other time.
Anytime, see.
But here, we're neither here nor there. And that brings us to the end of this conversation, which has been very lovely. And yeah, man, we'll try again next time. Ne? I almost said we'll try again tomorrow. We'll try again next time with another conversation. Love and light to you and yours from myself, Mpho, Manganye, the next big thing. Clock it very fast.